Hello. Yeah, you already saw. This message is Mercedes. If you haven't already, please go ahead and love, share, and subscribe. And fuck with me. That last reading was a bit much. It was a lot of much. We are on Scorpio. Thank you, ancestors, angels, God, spirit, divine, help us in this space and time. Thank you for making everything clearly interested. Only to be used for our highest good. Reveal to me what I am to see. Reveal to me what I am to see. Reveal to me what we are to see. What messages do you have for Okay. What messages do we have for Scorpio? Okay. First cards out. We have Queen of Cups and the Hermit, followed by the World, Ten of Swords, and Page of Wands. Okay, overall what I'm getting is getting bad bitch. Okay, whatever. Getting bad bitch. If you're a dude, then you know you that dude or whatever, but I'm getting bad bitch. So I'm getting that you are coming into or finally accepting your own version of your reality, your emotional stability, your who you are intuitively. But I'm guessing this didn't come until after this time of literally hermiting, this time of you delving into self to realize who you are on an intuitive, empathic, high vibing level, to know, makes sense, you're a boss bitch, to get that type of energy. I feel like you had to go through some time, some period of understanding who it is you are to even get to this. You have the World. I'm hearing it's not over. I'm hearing it's not over. Maybe you're feeling like because you came into this power or your understanding finally, because you did the work, now you have the world. And then maybe you're feeling like you can stop there, but you're not done. You have the Ten of Swords and the Page of Wands. And the biggest thing that I'm getting here is that you have no pentacles. There's something else. There's obviously a lot else that you need to keep working on, that you need to keep toiling at, that you need to keep moving towards. Because, yeah, like I said, I heard it's not over. Like, you're not done. And it's cool. Like, you're coming into this wand energy. You know, you have plenty of ideas. You probably have all the ideas and things that you need to make this happen, because it's not over, but what are you doing about it? Clarify. Just reading. Okay, that makes sense. I was getting moving away from love, and then I was getting earlier moving away from love. And then for you still being a page energy. Yeah. That's what I feel like. It's not over. Like, you're working towards something. Maybe it's, I'm hearing love for a person, not actually just business. So maybe that's why you're missing I'm getting that's why you're missing the pentacles. You don't have love. For you to be so highly in tune, supposedly, and like coming into your shit and thinking that you're big shit now because you've done the work and now you have the world, you're still falling short. You still don't have it all because you're still in Ten of Swords energy. It's not horrible. It's not like the end of the world, obviously, because you have the world. It's not the end of the world, but it's not where you need to be because you're still a page. At the end of the day, you're still coming up as everything is said and done. You've done so much work on this point and this particular venture in life, but it's still not everything. You still have a long ways to go. And if you're trying to do this and walking solo, trying to get it all done, you're going to stay small. You're going to stay in the page. Yeah, she might be having fun. You might be having fun. You might be getting things done in a sense. But it's not big energy. It's not everything that you want because you don't have love. You need love. And you're missing that. Maybe it's love in a business, a friendship, a companionship or something, but you're missing some key shit. Can't make this shit up. Three of Swords flew out. Maybe that's why you haven't gotten to the next level, because something or someone like broke your heart, and maybe that's what you're battling with as to why you haven't gone to the next level. Like, not only did you not have the love, or maybe at one point you did have love and then love broke your heart, or just had you feeling stuck and stagnant in some way, and now you're back in this, like, I'm hearing whimsical, this whimsical ass energy of this page. No diss to none of the pages out there, but don't you want to be a queen, or in this case a king? Take it as it resonates, whether you're divine divine feminine or masculine. Like, don't you want to be a queen or a king? You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to be more than a page. If you're any type of an adult over a certain age, you don't want to be a page. You want to be the king or queen of some shit. But again, if you missed out, or if you attempted to have love, shit. Okay, I heard love didn't want you. Now, it doesn't have to be this specific person, but I'm hearing love didn't want you. Maybe it's, which makes sense again, why you're staying in this low, it's not horrible again, but if you're staying in this lower page energy, it makes sense as to why I'm hearing love didn't want you. It doesn't have to be this person, you know what I mean? Like, even if this person or this situation of love didn't want you and it broke your heart, that doesn't mean you have to stay there, okay? You don't have to stay stuck. You don't have to now move through life all whimsical and flighty and being like all childish and shit about it just because this version, this type of love didn't want you. Just because this version, or what you were expecting in regards to what you thought love was going to be, just because that didn't fall, just because that didn't fall into your plan as far as what you thought love was supposed to be, or who you thought love was supposed to be with, that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It doesn't mean it's not going to come. And that doesn't mean that you don't have to grow up to get the world that you want in your life. And for damn sure doesn't mean that just because you thought you were a queen or a king, again, take it how it resonates, just because you thought you were doing big shit and that you had finally come into yours because you did the healing work, that doesn't mean the healing work's over. That doesn't mean it's over. Yeah, you did that with that version of that person, wherever you were at that time of life. And just like a progression, of life, things are constantly circular, constantly in motion. You have to keep working. You don't get to just stop. You don't get to just stop. You have to keep moving. And again, if this version of what you thought love was supposed to be, I'm hearing Derek. I don't know who that's going to be for, but obviously, whether Derek is the person that's going through, or maybe there's a Derek out there who this was your version of love, but I heard Derek. It doesn't matter. Like, it's not the end. Yes, your heart is possibly or needing to mend right now, but you can do it. You can mend from that. It's not over. It's not over. Let me get one more. This is like, it's like funny to me sometimes. I can't lie. Like, side note real quick, I was supposed to be doing tarot for like forever, and I just kept putting it off, like, oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, I'm just gonna be like a full-time trader. I'm just gonna be like a full-time mom. Oh my gosh. No. Spirit was like, fuck your world. Fuck your world. I said, listen. So now that I'm listening, it just cracks me up sometimes as to how the shit really happens, right? How it really works out. So like I just said, it's not over. Whatever this version of love was that supposedly broke your heart, the shit is not over. You can still heal from it, because the two cards that literally popped out were King of Wands and King of Cups. You're supposed to be the queen, or in this case, the divine feminine, divine masculine, whichever. However, again, take it how it resonates. If this is you, your divine counterpart is out there. Like, your legit other half is out there waiting for you. But they're not going to find you until you first, no disrespect, stop acting like a whiny bitch and get over it. It hurts. It's painful. It's life. That's what it is. But you have to stop acting like a little whiny bitch. Stop crying about spilled milk, as they say, and get over it and move on. Because real love, real love, even though this so-called person, again, if you were dealing with the Derek or Derek resonate, again, maybe Derek is one of these who's coming. I don't know. I just, like I said, I heard Derek, and then just now I heard Melissa. The fuck. Real love is out there. Because literally, as soon as I asked to clarify this, you had two kings pop out. Two kings. So whether you're dealing with a fire sign male, Aries, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or you have a King of Cups coming in. We have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay? Again, Scorpio, it doesn't matter if you're dealing with a future fire sign, or it was a fire sign that broke your heart, or if you're dealing with a future water sign, or it's the water sign that hurt your heart. Either way, you have your divine. I can't just say divine. You have other motherfuckers coming in, okay? Like, you're not lost. You're not out here all dark, desolate, and sad and depressed looking. You have real love out here in the world. Whichever one. You can, like, literally at some point take your pick. Whichever one. You want this male, air sign, fire sign, water sign, whichever. You have it. You can have it if you want it. But you can't think that at any point that you have to stop doing the work. Yes, you did the work to get to this level of where you are, but that doesn't mean that that's where you stop. That's not where you just stop. You have to keep working, and that's just the way it is. That's life. So we have Scorpio. What oracle cards we have for Scorpio? What message oracle cards we have for Scorpio? What message we have for Scorpio? Do I have to pick? Spirit. Okay. Thank you. 19. All right, you have card 19. It says, Eliminate distractions. Stop shining light on things you are not. How can you reclaim your power? Oof, that sounds a lot like maybe you should stop giving love to a situation or someone who is not giving love to you. I don't know. We're going to see what it says, but it sounds pretty accurate to me. So again, that's 19. That, what is it? Breaks down to 20, which is 2. So yeah, and 2, all things relationships, partnerships, and literally, if you want to have happy, successful growth, look up numerology and look up the number 2, especially when it comes to house numerology. So yeah, if you're looking into like maybe possibly moving, not just moving on from the situation, but also moving, look into your future place being house number 2, however that breaks down, because that helps with relationships, partnerships, and I also believe that is significant with, I want to say cancers. It could be water signs in general, but I want to say cancers. So yeah, maybe you should look into that. If you're really about to be on the move, moving on from this situation, maybe you need to move into a place that's focused on number 2, because again, this breaks down to 2, and this is literally like your card. All right, so anyhow, it says, eliminate distractions, stop shining light on things you are not. Your soul has unique language and desires nothing more than for you to honor your true path. But we often fall into society's trap by focusing on material things, illusions of success or approval, and other ideas that block us from receiving the messages we need. Have you been trying to solve a problem with old patterns? If so, you are being asked to release your need to know the outcome and direct your attention to what matters most, your balance with self and love within. You may be splitting your energy, trying to please others at the expense of yourself. Take a moment to release the pressure take a moment to release the pressure you've placed upon yourself. Free yourself from the need to have it all figured out and dive more deeply into the process. It's possible you've been shining light on things that you are not, meaning you've been giving away your attention and power. Return to your true power by getting clear about what you value and what you stand for. So yeah, if you don't understand how to value yourself and what you stand for, and realize that you do have to keep working on yourself no matter what, like I'm getting self-realization or self-actualization. There's no end to that level of growth. Okay, you don't stop. You don't stop on that. And maybe that's where you went wrong here, and you thought that by just getting this person that you thought was going to help you, or in this place in this case complete you, you had to realize can't nobody complete you but you. That person was just a distraction, maybe distraction from who and what it is you're supposed to be. And you have to know how to understand and know yourself and love yourself first. You can't be loving other people until you love yourself. So you need to all the way understand that. And then yes, whether again it's a DF or DM, you're gonna have this person, but you need love. And you have to not get distracted and not get hung up on thinking like, oh, you're just gonna stop. No, they're just gonna come to me and just, it's done. Oh, I found my person. No, you haven't. Because as soon as you find that person too is constantly growing. That person too is constantly expanding. That person is going to be constantly moving and becoming more. And if you stay stuck and stagnant and you don't want to keep growing, that person's going to grow past you. So even if you did find that person, they're not going to stay the same person. You're not supposed to stay the same person. You're supposed to be growing. You're supposed to be constantly growing. If you're not growing with that person, if you decided to get lazy and just, oh, okay, now that I found them, I don't have to do nothing else. Yeah, that explains why that shit didn't work out. Because your ass got lazy. Maybe you just got lazy or they got lazy. 3. Shell number was 3. Take it how it resonates. Maybe you're dealing with that person for 3 months. Maybe you're in I'm hearing marriage. Maybe you're in a marriage with that person for 3 years. Maybe they grew and you didn't, or you grew and they didn't. But either way, that love is done. So please move on and move on to the love of, again, you got two kings coming in, or, and just in this case, just two people who are emotionally, mentally more mature, have that entrepreneurial leadership, go get it spirit, whoever they are. Again, divine feminine, divine masculine, again, take it how it resonates. But you can have more love coming in, but you have to first find the love within. You know what I'm saying? So thanks for tuning in. Again, if it resonates, please let me know in the comments. Can't even remember if I already said this. This message is timeless, so whenever it gets to you, it gets to you. And yeah, the bottom of the deck, you are magic. You are the magician. So if you want real love in your life, manifest, conjure that shit up. You got to get it, but you first have to do the work. So yeah, love, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Stay fabulous, beautiful.